All right, ladies and gentlemen, and those of you who wish you were, as they say on Bobby Mac. Thank you all for listening.
Be careful when you say that.
Thank you all for coming to hear our little concert tonight. And we would like to start our concert with a favorite American patriotic tune called Yankee Doodle. The tune of this American favorite dates back to some misty time in the 15th century, possibly in Holland. The words, however, date to the French and Indian War, wherein the British soldiers were aghast at their roughly dressed American counterparts. By the time of the War of Independence, however, Americans had been adding verses in their turn to make fun of the British. Macaroni was a popular term of the time referring to military brass or rank insignia. And the American armies were very motley in the beginning, and so the only symbol of rank often was some type of cockade or emblem worn in the hat, which sometimes might have just been a feather. So sticking a feather in your hat and calling it macaroni showed how colonial and unsophisticated you were. By the late 1800s, the song became an American favorite, was sung at events, rallies, and concerts, and we ask you to sing along with us.
We're going to play a verse, and then you all
And then
are
you
going
may
to
sing the next two verses.
And you
with
will
us.
cue us to sing.
We will kill you. We'll kill you.
It's not about baked cheese and macaroni.
I thought it was about baked cheese and macaroni over here.
When you bake,
2, 3,
I didn't know
4.
what it was.
Very good.
Last,
Raquel and Ray, I think.
Raquel and Ray.
I'm not sure I should claim it.
Oh.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, for our next piece, let's see here. Legend tells us that as the Minutemen marched to the fateful meeting with the British at Lexington and Concord, they played a little tune called The White Cockade. This musical piece was well known to both American and British as an English country dance tune. Its origins were in the Scottish uprising with Bonnie Prince Charlie. His symbol, and the symbol of his followers, was a white cockade worn on the hat. The White Cockade was a tune of defiance and spirit against the British. Though the story has not been well substantiated, nevertheless, the White Cockade embodies the spirit of those Minutemen in April of 1775. And its patriotic message rings down to us 241 years later. Oh, he's a rant and roving blade, he's a brisk and bonny laid. Betide what may, my heart is glad to see my lad with his white cockade.
Well, you did some research on that one.
Oh yeah, it was all over the interwebs,
Miss
I'm telling you.
Cockade.
I say sometimes she knows something about coffee.
She does know a little bit.
All right. 1, 2, 3, and.
notes here. Pardon me. Like Rush Limbaugh. You know. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Now, traditionally, an army that surrendered would be allowed to depart with the honors of war, their flags flying and playing a tune from the opposing side as a salute to the victors. That meant that Cornwallis at Yorktown should have flown his flags and played Yankee Doodle. But he didn't. And the reason he didn't was because Washington expressly stipulated that he couldn't. And you want to know why?
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 Thank you, thank you. When Charleston surrendered a few years earlier in 1780, the discourteous British General Clinton refused the Americans the right to fly their flags and play an English or German air. Shocking. So in retaliation for this discourtesy, Washington insisted the British could not play an American tune, but must rely on an English or German tune. So what did they play? Well, legend has it that the song played by the surrendering British was "The World Turned Upside Down," an English ballad dating to the 1640s. And so that is the song we play for you now.
What is it again?
The World Turned Upside Down.
Okay.
Just lay that there.
That's not sightly.
Very unsightly.
There you go.
No telling what else is under there.
Oh, that's Ready.
The song needs no introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the Southern National Anthem.
Oh, nice. Shall I cry?
Of course.
They always tease me.
Let's see here.
interesting way to make sure you get a standing
Standing
ovation.
ovation.